to today is weigh myself. Can't forget Ruby's coffee. So today we're going to a powerlifting comp in Lilydale. So for those who might not know, there's multiple federations in powerlifting, and ESS is affiliated with Australian Powerlifting Alliance, which is an affiliate of the IPF, which is the biggest tested powerlifting federation. This comp that we're going to is APL, Australian Powerlifting League, which means I can't coach in competition at their events because, once you're affiliated with the IPF, you can't really associate with other federations. It's just a rule that they implemented because once you get involved with those events, you may serve a suspension. So luckily for my client who's going to be competing at this APL event, her boyfriend, who is also my client, so he'll be able to handle her for today. And Matt's very capable of coaching. He's definitely had coaching experience before. Very capable of handling Roxanne for today. All right, Rox is doing an amazing job. She went 3 for 3 for squats and hit a 2.5 kilo PB. She squatted 132.5. So that's a big win for us. And then for bench, she equaled her PB of 60 kilos. Just missed out on her third attempt of 62.5. And, it's unfortunate for girls in powerlifting. We kind of have to jump in 2.5 kilo increments. We don't really have much option in terms of attempt selection. We'll take that as a win. We're still ahead of her subtotal, and I'm confident that we will be able to beat her total because her deadlift training has been going really well. And I'm just sort of taking a break from being inside the venue because powerlifting events can be overstimulating. Even though I've been in the sport for years now, I still find it overstimulating with the amount of people that are there, the music, and it's good to take a break a little bit. Right now, I'm taking this opportunity to get my steps up. It works to my advantage, I guess. Alright, so this is just me writing some programs while waiting to watch Roxanne's deadlift session. Most of my clients start their week on Sundays and Mondays, and this is her second attempt, and we have 145 on the bar, and this was an equal PB attempt for her. Like I mentioned earlier, her deadlift training has been one of the biggest highlights of this prep. So as she makes this second attempt, you'll also see Matt come over right after to chat about attempt selection. I usually give the coaches that handles my lifters an elaborate plan, but it helps that he can come up to me straight away. So this was 150, which gave her 5 kilo deadlift PB. She also went 8 for 9 and took the win for her weight class. Really solid comeback meet, especially after a long break from competing, and considering her prep was interrupted by travel overseas. She still managed a 7.5 kilo total PB, and we're feeling good heading into her next comp in October. Alright, let's step out of the gym for a minute just so that we can do a bit of steps and at the same time explain what we're going to do today. So I have a lower body session today. So I have legs, and obviously as a powerlifter, I feel like this is one of my strengths in terms of being able to showcase the size of my legs. But I do feel like I do store most of my fat in my lower body. So in terms of my aesthetics, I think this is where I'm sort of like hoping I can start losing some body fat, because I feel like my upper body is relatively lean compared to my lower body. My hair is annoying me when I squat, so I'm going to put a headband on. One of the biggest shifts for me in moving from powerlifting to bodybuilding has been accepting the loss of strength as I get leaner. My best squat is 232.5, so I was used to working around the 200 kilo mark regularly. Even though I was doing high bar here, I can really feel how much strength I've lost. It also just feels different, more uncomfortable, especially through the upper back where I used to have more muscle to cushion the bar. As you can see some of the leg work in this session, the focus now isn't moving the heaviest weight possible. It's really about targeting the muscles and really feeling them work. Good morning, guys. We're on our way to drop off Ruby to work. We'll drop her off and we'll head back home. That would be around 7:30, 7:45 by the time I get home. That gives me some time to feed Raf, make some food for the day, because obviously I'll be staying for most of the day at the gym. Today's actually a rest day, so I'm not training today, but I do have to make 23,000 steps. So I guess today would be a good day to show what happens on rest days.
Bye.
So the walking pad that I use to get my steps up just decided to break. So Raf and I will go for a walk. Walkies? Walkies? You want to go for walkies? Okay, let's go. Come on. So now we're gonna prep my lunch for today. At this point, I still haven't eaten. I haven't eaten my breakfast. I'm gonna take my breakfast in the gym once I get there. So when I delay my first meal of the day, it just helps with the caloric deficit a little bit for me. Personally, it's just best to delay my first meal, and then I'll have lunch somewhere around 2:30 to 3, and then I'll start training then. But today's a rest day, so I'm just trying to get my steps up. I'll show you what I eat for lunch. The first meal I have is usually oatmeal with protein powder and almond butter, and I'll take that in the gym. But for now, I'll show you how I prep my lunch, which is just rice and minced beef with some winter vegetables. Alright, so we have 500 grams of extra lean mince, and then we have these winter vegetables from Aldi. So I need 200 grams of this. I've already made rice, so we're gonna have 125 grams of jasmine rice. So I weigh my rice cooked. So with my meats and my vegetables, I weigh it raw, and then for my rice, I weigh it cooked. Yeah. 125. So minced meat going to the fryer. One thing I forgot to mention, I use this Thai sweet chili sauce, the light version, as my sauce for my meal. It's very low in calories. It's 4 calories per serve. Basically, I do 2 serves of this because it's only 4 calories, so 8 calories in total. This really helps with making my food taste a little bit better. Now the vegetables going in. And then I just bring this with me. So this pretty much goes straight into the lunchbox. And then I add 1 apple. And that's it. All right, guys, the gym is starting to get busy and I will need to head down and start doing a lot of coaching. So I'm probably going to end the video here and I'll talk to you soon.